Well, welcome back for part deux. We still only got half that bag, and we've only done the first render. So let me turn you around, and I'll show you where we're at, because I'm fixing to start render number 2 on some of them, not all of them, because I just now finished. And it's 4:14 the next day, and yes, it went all night in my slow cooker. Shut up, you. That's what I just finished. That's how much we had left. Just finished, first render. That very first one that I did in my stock pot is right there. So we fixing to get her out and chop her up and put her back in the slow cooker that I have cleaned out. Completely washed. Yeah, because we don't want nothing in it to do our second render. I'm going to transfer this hot stuff into that roaster when I get it out, because I wasn't prepared. Now, I'm going to pray to sweet baby Jesus this all comes out, okay? I don't know that I can get it out in one piece, and I don't know that I want to get it out in one piece. We're going to get us a little spatula, because I don't know how much water's in here, and this is not a flat bottom, so I feel like it's going to be a problem. I'm going to cut it, because this was the biggest vessel I could find. That's why I used it for you in the back that said, why don't you use that pan? Because that's what I had, babies. And it popped right out, so you just shut up. Okay, so you see all the impurities? We gonna scrape those. Okay, I'm not mad at that. Let me get something to scrape it with. My trusty hen and rooster. I need my glasses so I can see. Oh yeah, we definitely got some poo-poo. And the indentions make it harder for sure. What do we do with this? I mean, technically, I can keep this and use it for my bird suet, which is not a bad idea. Hang on. What do I mean by that? I bought some little suets, and then I thought, oh, I'm going to keep these little containers. And I bought a big old bag of bird feed and thought, well, I'm just going to make my own. Because why wouldn't I? Waste not, want not. Because I'm pretty sure the birds don't give a shit. Yeah. Okay, we're going to keep doing that until we get it all done. Actually, because we're here, we'll go ahead and we're going to chop this up. And this is pretty soft. Most of mine is trim fat. It's not leaf fat. I did have some leaf fat. Definitely can tell the difference between those. So this probably won't get as hard as leaf fat. Leaf fat is the stuff they like to make beauty products out of. It tends to be cleaner. Beggars can't be choosers, and I take whatever I can get. I'm still going to chop this up pretty small. I realize it won't take as much, but we're still going to do it. Hey, listen, I was doing the YouTubes as well, going back and checking and making sure that I was doing everything properly, and I found some chick on there that gave a really good hack. Basically, when she does a wet render, she gets it down where it starts melting pretty good, and then she used her immersion blender to chop up the fat and make like fat soup. It rendered really quick. And then you just had smaller pieces to get out. So, did I do that? 15 hours in? Yes, I did. That's my business. There you go. All right, I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to go downstairs and get the bowl, because I think both of those are going to fit in the crock pot. There was basically no water in the bottom of that. I don't know we're going to get the same with this. Let me find out. I also don't know that this is going to come out of here, as you can see. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. No water in that one either. And that's actually pretty dang clean. I'm not mad at that. Okay. I hope I didn't overfill this. We're fixing to find out. Yep. Now I'm going to pour the other two liquids in here. I'm not going to bother to clean it out because we got to clean that stuff anyway. That's about the amount that I had the first time. From that first rendering. I am covering mine with tin foil because we're just cleaning it, and I don't care if there's water in it. Because at this point, it don't matter, right? The last one that we do, we'll probably not put tin foil on it, but I've got to heat it back up, oh God, to get it back in my jars. And when I do that, I'm basically just going to heat it all the way and make sure that there's no bubbles. Because if there's bubbles, it means there's water in it. And so we'll just heat it up until there aren't any bubbles. Then we should be good, because you can't see the water until it solidifies. And you can't have that in your Tallow because then you'll get mold. Ew. Yeah. All right. Come back in just a little bit and we'll show you, hopefully, I don't know how long it's going to take, what that second rendering looks like. And hopefully it's today. Because I'd like to get this jarred up before Thursday. Okay. All right. I'll see you in a little bit. All right. So this is still the same half bag. This came out really clean and only has a little bit of moisture on the outside. There was very little. That's all the water that was left in there. So this is going to be the last render of this one. I'm going to dry it off real good. I have the rest of it already in the crock pot. We'll throw in a little bit salt. The last one that I did, which was the first run, we are beginning to jar. I melted it down and basically let it go and just make sure that we didn't have any bubbles. So I have 2 quarts and a quarter. We'll have more because obviously that one's got to go through. And then basically I double strained it. So when we get ready to strain again, we'll show you that, and that will be the end of the video. So this is going to be 3 renderings instead of 4 is basically what we needed. All right, we have rendered all this down. It has not boiled once, which means there is no water in it. We have our metal bowl there. We've got our cheesecloth. I'm going to do another strainer and then another thing of cheesecloth. And basically I'm just going to turn this off and I'm going to fill it up in very clean, dry jars. And there you go. We got 6 quarts of Tallow out of that half a bag. Now my brew bags did come in, so we're going to try that method for the second half of the bag. Y'all come back for that and we'll see if there's any difference. Okay. Love you. Bye.